Okay, so I guess it's time that I do some real showcase of what this projector can do. What you're looking at here, it's a movie called The Lucy, or just Lucy, by Luc Besson. It's a pretty good movie. I think it was released in 2012 or 2013. I'm not sure, around there somewhere. And this is a 4K Blu-ray version of a movie that's running through my OPPO, and then my OPPO UDP 283, it's fed through my projector. This is a projector, by the way, as you can see right there. You can see the ceiling. This is 138 inches. I'm in my other room. In case you're wondering, well, Mr. 4K, how do you achieve 138 inches? How do you do that? Well, there's a secret to that. There's no secret. I'm just kidding. I was gonna say something, but I don't want to make it sexual, whatever. You have to move your projector away from the screen, or away from your elite screen sheet, or whatever it is that you have put on that canvas, so you have to move away from the screen. The more you move away from the screen, the bigger the picture is going to be, the more it's going to magnify into diagonal screen size. This thing can go up to 300 inches, and I think that's pretty much an overkill, a maximum for a home use. Even 138 inches here, and I'm like, okay. But the point here is for me to tell you why, in my honest, humble experience, why I think that watching a movie in 4K and HDR with full Wide Color Gamut BT2020 and REc709, thankfully this thing has BT2020, so you get to see full Wide Color Gamut. The reason I think it's the best way to experience a movie, it's because with a giant big canvas screen, you will be able to see every tiny little detail onto the screen. Okay, hold on, let me bring it back. I would love to play this movie for you, but the problem is I don't want to get flagged by Universal. Universal will easily flag me for just playing this movie. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to switch to some other scenes, some more colorful scenes, so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Now, it's really important for you guys to understand that a projector currently, right now, they cannot achieve those deep dark levels that OLED has. OLED is the king of deep dark levels, and the projector is always going to have that problem and that issue because it's emitting a light. The best you can squeeze out of projector in terms of deep dark levels, it's a contrast ratio. The higher contrast ratio, the better the deep dark levels are going to be. But the benefit you're getting here is, number one, detail. Okay, bigger screen, 8.3 million pixels, via OPPO here with an excellent bit rate. You get to see things, you get to see the detail on her that you didn't previously see on a 55-inch or 65-inch screen, OLED or LED television. Okay. And another thing that you're going to appreciate with this projector, it's not just the 8.3 million pixels resolution shifters, but at the same time, the color of BT2020 and REc709 full Wide Color Gamut here is truly going to represent this movie with HDR even more detailed. Okay, now you have a higher pixel ratio count with a color gamut being presented on a 133-inch screen. That means that you are going to see higher detail with more vibrant color. And here's one good example right here. Maybe I can zoom in my picture just a little bit so you guys can see. Okay, so I purposely zoom in my picture onto this big giant canvas of 138 inches. I don't think you guys understand just how big 138 inches is. If you were to come here into this room and just to measure and to see how big 138 inches is, then you would totally understand. Wow. And just look at the detail. There's just some, I guess, splatter from the fights she was in. And you can see all of that on her face. Every little tiny detail. The color reproduction here. The hair shadow, mascara, all of that stuff. The sweat, everything. Here, I zoomed in even more just to show you. And just look at the amount of detail, the watery eyes, everything here just looks stunning. Okay, so here we are back to our original ratio right here, 16:9 in 138 inches diagonal. If I go to my other room, my bigger room, I can go to 188 inches. And let me tell you, 188 inches, it's even more insane. The amount of detail that you will see and color and everything. But honestly, for a projector that's 4K and HDR, these are pretty good deep dark levels. Even though the contrast ratio, it's not the greatest. It's a 15,000 to 1. Obviously, Optima is the king of contrast ratio. Optima UHD 60 supports 1,000,000 to 1. But it's going to cost you, obviously, $2,000 to get that projector. Okay, you have to make a little sacrifice on this projector. Okay, but I put them side by side and it's really hard to tell the difference, honestly, guys. I mean, I went to Magnolia Best Buy, I put them side by side, and I was really having a hard time telling the difference. They both had elite screens. I couldn't tell a difference, honestly. And look at the colors here. Look at the color, the way it pops. Okay, that's some pretty outstanding colors here. And look at the representation of color here. It looks beautiful. Even in the dark scenes. The reason I'm showing you this, because I want you to see just how beautifully this projector, BenQ HT-2550, represents the colors and represents the contrast ratio, which is a decent contrast ratio with full wide color gamut. And even here we can see Morgan Freeman character going inside this building, study building or hotel. I'm sorry, it's not a study building, it's a hotel, 5-star hotel in Paris. And then look at the color representation of HDR here. Everything in the background looks natural. This looks stunning. I see things. Let me tell you, this is why every filmmaker is going to recommend that you watch all of their movies on a big giant projector screen. Reason being, it's because the best way to appreciate all that detail and all of those pixels, it's on a big giant screen. I know I said that billions of times, but it is true. Okay? And look, even here, for example, look how beautiful everything is presented here. Maybe I can bring my camera closer and zoom in a little bit. Everything looks clean, detailed, color pops. So that's one of the most important things to me on a projector is the color. And this projector really brings that color here with the BT2020 REc709. REc709 is a little bit lower, but BT2020 is the full wide color gamut. And this thing supports full wide color gamut, so the deep color out BT2020, you're definitely going to enjoy this 4K movie or any 4K movie out there with HDR. It's definitely going to pop with detail and color. Just look at that color. It just pops out of the screen. And deep dark levels are not that bad either, guys. For a projector, this is pretty outstanding. All right. Now, I wish that it had 1 million to 1. 1 million to 1 would definitely help a little bit. But as I said earlier, I did put UHD 60 side by side with the BenQ. It's not like a major drastic difference. I personally had a hard time noticing the difference, in my opinion. And look right here. Look at the detail of this city in Japan. Is this Japan? I think so. And look at the rainbow effect. I mean the rainbow here over the city, or I think it's Tokyo. I'm not sure. And just look how beautiful that looks on this 138 inches screen. Here, I purposely am using my GoPro Hero 5 camera here, and I did zoom it in a little bit just to show you the amount of detail that you are seeing in this 138 inch native 4K HDR movie. And this movie definitely shines on this projector. I know Planet Earth 2 is definitely something I need to check. I need to look. But you'll just have to take my word for it, guys. If you want to see every detail in a movie, then you got to have a big giant screen. You got to have a big projector. Now, if you have a 100-inch or 88-inch OLED screen, that will cost you arm and leg. But if you have it, then you're pretty much all set. But if you want to go with a cheaper route for $1,500 or $2,000, you can buy yourself a really good projector with 4K and HDR, and you can enjoy all of this detail. Okay? I can zoom in even more, and you will see just how detailed it is. I have zoomed in even more, and look how much in the distance you see. Look how much you see here in this detail here. All right. And this is why I personally believe projectors are something that are never going to go away. They're here to stay because that's the best way to experience a movie. Now, unless we get something like holographic imagery, that's something totally different. Okay, I don't even want to think about that, you know. But I'm just talking right now. As of this moment, this is it. And here, I'll zoom out a little bit for you guys like this, just to show you. There. I don't want to do any video editing and cutting here. I just want you to see. Okay. So, but I know what's on your mind. And I know this is something you're going to type down in the comment section. But Mr. 4K, please, Mr. 4K, is it true that the color really pops in this projector? Yes, it does. This projector, BenQ, to me personally, has the best color reproduction. Why? Because it's a full wide color gamut. And it also has a color cinema mode built into it as well. This thing reproduces an amazing color. All right. BenQ, it's all about the quality and color. And it definitely shows up here on this screen. This big, giant 138 inches. Now, this thing has the black bars because it's a 16:9. That's the ratio of the film. Okay. Now, there are certain projectors that can actually fit that. You know, they have those types of projectors, but those projectors are more expensive. Okay, that's like a professional cinema quality type of projectors that actually fit the ratio or whatever screen size you got on here. Let's go to another scene. And even here, look at the color reproduction here. Hold on. Just look at the detail. You can see the dirt right here on the wall. You can see stuff in the distance. Her makeup and everything, it's truly represented here with the pixel ratio, using the pixel shifter of 8.3 million pixels and the full Wide Color Gamut BT2020 with HDR. So it definitely shows up here. So don't worry about the color. This is the best 1500 projector, 4K HDR projector that's going to give you the outstanding, excellent, again, outstanding, excellent color. I'll say it one more time. Outstanding, excellent color. And even here, when I zoom out, you can see just how beautiful this thing looks. And the deep dark levels are really not that bad, considering it's a 15,000 to 1 contrast ratio. And still looks pretty darn good. You know, here's the thing, I've been trying to find something wrong so far with this projector, but I really can't find anything wrong with this projector. And even here, look at the color that's being presented here onto this projector. So anyway, maybe I can show you one more scene, couple of more stills. Rest assured, this projector is going to give you that excellent 4K detail, and it's going to give you an excellent color reproduction with full Wide Color Gamut of HDR. Now, the luminous brightness, it's 2200. I wish that it was 2500 or 3000. However, it doesn't bother me that DLP 2200, it's more than enough. Sitting 6.5 feet away to, actually this is almost 7 feet, to 6.5 feet to 7 feet away, and it looks great, honestly. On 138 inches here, looks fantastic. And even here in this scene, just look how beautifully the color it's being presented here. Okay. And then if I zoom in a little bit closer to the screen, you will see just the amount of detail that's being available here on this pixel shifter of 8.3 million pixels. Okay. You want me to zoom in a little bit more and you will see even more detail. I mean, look at that. It's just ridiculous. It's almost like you're there. Again, you know, it's going to be very difficult for me, for you guys to see through this camera on your computer or on your laptop, on your tablet, or whatever have you, or even your iPhone. You got to see this in person on a big giant screen to truly appreciate the amount of detail. Okay, it's going to be a different experience. Okay, when you're watching a movie on a big giant projector screen, the entire experience will be different, because you're going to be enjoying the movie the way film director intended it to be. Alright, so let me show you a couple of more stills and then I'm going to end the video. There we go, one more still here. Just look at the deep dark levels here. This is pretty outstanding. What this projector it's doing for the price point, including a 3D technology, including upscaling, full Wide Color Gamut, 4K shifters, native 4K 8.3 million pixels. What this projector it's doing, it's pretty outstanding. And it can go up to 300 inches. Some people say you can go up to 309, close to 310 inches. That's ridiculous, honestly. But it can go up to 300 plus inches, which is pretty outstanding. Okay, that's like a totally immersive movie experience. All right, let me show you one more still really quick. There, and let me zoom in a little bit. Here, even when I zoom in, look at this detail. It's simply stunning. There's my ceiling right there. You can see my ceiling. There is the beloved Avenger. I mean, the amount of detail is just truly mind-boggling here. I'm really trying to do my best here just to kind of give you some idea. And guys, $1,500, should you go ahead with this projector, even though I don't want to say that here right now, whether you should go or not with this projector, because I want to do an official review of this projector. But so far, let me put it this way, even though there will be an official review pretty soon coming up for this projector, but so far, I'm pretty blown away. And I haven't even scratched the surface. I haven't tested everything yet. I haven't tested Gears of War 4. I haven't tested a bunch of other video games. I haven't tested Planet Earth 2, BVS, Justice League. There's so much for me to test. But so far, what I have seen on this projector, it's pretty outstanding. Okay, that $1,500 you spend on this projector, and you get a really good elite screen, or you paint the wall, or what have you. I'm telling you, you're gonna have an immersive movie experience. You buy a good home theater system. You get butt kickers with subwoofers, and my friend, the only thing that's gonna be missing, it's a popcorn and some sodas, drinks, whatever. That's the original ratio right there, so you guys can see it. Now, please do keep in mind, I'm using a very good 4K player. This is OPPO UDP 203 state-of-the-art 4K player with a gold-plated premium HDMI high-speed 18 Mbps megabits per second bandwidth data, high-speed bandwidth data, 2.0 HDMI cable. Okay, so it's really important that you understand that. But even if you are using your Xbox, or even if you're using a standard 4K player, you're still going to be appreciating that 8.3 million pixels detail. It's just with the OPPO and this projector, it's a match made in heaven. I mean, you really, if you're a movie lover, this is it. This is it, man. This is the full cinema experience right here that you're going to be looking at. You know, I really wanted to do this video a bit longer. I wish that I could play some of these scenes, but I can't, because they will flag the video. I don't want this video to be flagged, okay? And speaking of deep dark levels, look at, man, this is pretty freaking outstanding. Pretty freaking outstanding for a projector to get those types of deep dark levels. All right, now you do have to keep in mind that you got to make sure that your room, it's very dark. You know, you cannot have any light kind of peeking out or anything like that. Everything has to be dimmed down. But I guarantee you, man, you will definitely appreciate what this projector has to offer. Okay, I guess I can show you a little bit of a moving picture here. Just look how beautiful this looks, man. Look at the color. Look at the detail that's being presented here. It looks pretty outstanding to me. HDR, it's one of the best I have seen, honestly, on on a big projector like this. And keep in mind, this is a brand new 2018 product from BenQ. Remember, UHD 60 Optima will run you about $300 more, or maybe depending where you get it. The original MRSP is about $2,000, roughly $2,000. So you got to remember, hey, do I want to spend that extra $500 or extra $300, $400 for what? This thing, it's smaller. You can take it with you. You can bring it with you somewhere if you travel. And look, on my official review, I will talk about the pros and the cons and why I think you should get the projector of BenQ. When the official review kicks in, I will explain everything that this projector has. But for right now, I'm still in process of testing things, okay? Okay, so I'm going to end this video. I think in this 26, 27, half an hour that I have done here, I think I pretty much, I can only hope that I convinced you that BenQ HT-2550 definitely, it's something you should seriously consider if you're serious about getting your feet wet into a 4K HDR projection. I will have some more tests. There will be plenty of tests, me doing various different tests with this projector, but trust me, so far I can't find anything wrong. Every time I play this projector, I get more and more impressed. But you remember, you have to feed this projector a good quality content. If you do so, then you will have a good quality being projected into this projector. Alright, so anyway, there you have it, guys. Like I said, hopefully you like this video, and that's all I can do, is do my best to give you my thoughts, my opinions. At the end of the day, remember, everybody will have difference of opinion. People will have their own views and opinions. Excuse me. That's okay. I understand not everybody's into projectors, and I also understand that people love OLEDs. Some people love LEDs. By the way, there will be videos coming in with my Samsung KS8000 versus X900E and the TCL. We'll be doing a bunch of videos on that pretty soon as well. But for right now, I'm still in the process of testing BenQ projector. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. And like I said, this video, it is a bit longer, so I'm gonna finish this video with one of my favorite things to do right here. Well, there you have it. Alright, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.